Hello students, welcome in History Civics class. As our first and second chapter are completed and hope you are making notes at your home and please be aware for this. And today we are going to start chapter 3rd, the American Civil War, and today's topic are the reason for conflict between the northern and the southern states of America, the causes behind the Civil War and the some major events of the Civil War. Before starting the main topics from the book, we know about the background of the American Civil War. Okay, start. Uh, the American Civil War was also known as the war between two states, and you can see on the slide the United States and Confederate States. The United States comprised the northern states, and the Confederate States comprised the southern states. And this American Civil War lasted from 1861 to 1865. It was the 4 years wars. As we studied in previous chapter about the American War of Independence, that how did 13 American colonies struggle for their independence and finally they got success. And 4th July 1776, the colonists announced the Declaration of Independence and thus came into existence the United States of America, and they adopted the democratic form of their government. But even after adopting democracy in USA, some people were treated unequally. While a democratic government was meant to guarantee equal treatment of all citizens, but some states of USA were not being followed properly the principle of democracy, such as southern states, and this situation were gradually rising to a civil war. Actually, after the American Revolution, USA was rapidly growing in all sectors. But major problem was the different situation between the northern states and the southern states of USA. The industries in northern part were flourishing, and on the other hand, the southern states were rich in big plantation of sugar and cotton. And the inhabitant of southern states were described as a slave and who toiled hard in the big plantation and were not citizens and had no right, and it was based on this question of slavery. Slavery that a civil war broke out in America in the 19th century, and it was 4 years war between the United States and 11 southern states. Okay, come to the first point, the Civil War. In the beginning of the 19th century, many positive changes occurred in America, and it was continued growing in economically expansion and industrial development was taking place on an unprecedented scale. In other words, we can say that the gap of economic prosperity or the gap of situations between the two states, the southern and northern, gave rise to a civil war. Okay, now we know the about the northern states and the southern states. Firstly, we see the northern states. The northern part of America had large manufacturing industries, and government also promoted them for their strong industrial economy. And therefore, North part wanted to free the slave from the south and as well as the entire America and create more free labor for the factories and increase the industrial and economic capacity. And students, you can see in the map, the blue shaded part refers the northern states. Yellow shaded parts refers to the Confederate states or a southern states, and the light blue parts, Missouri and Kentucky, they both were the border states. Okay. Okay, let's move to the southern part. The southern states had large plantation of cotton and sugar, and cotton's demand was grown in America because many textile mills established in Lancashire, which was situated in Great Britain, and Cotton farming required more labor, and thus the economy of southern states depend on the slave labor. And these slave labor were brought from Africa and forced them to work in a plantation. And therefore, the conflict was inevitable justice and rights. Next topic is cause of conflict, and the first point, issue of slavery. By the mid 19th century, slavery emerged as a burning issue throughout the world. Many countries, included Britain and the northern states also of USA, also banned it. But the southern state, where agriculture was prominent profession, was not banned it. And in the southern states, cotton and sugar were extensively cultivated, which were required a large amount of labor and which would be provided by the slaves. And therefore, the southern states were in the favor of slavery. And the next point is abolitionists. The northern states of USA was not in favor of slavery and wanted to abolish the slavery from southern part, and they were called abolitionists. The northern states of America was not in favor of slavery and wanted to abolish slavery from southern part, so they were called abolitionists. And at the period of two books were published which brought the brutal impact of slavery to everyone's attention. The first one, Uncle Tom's Cabin, was published in 1852 and which was written by Harriet Beecher Stowe. And it is a sentimental portrayal of slavery's brutal impact. And second one, Impending Crisis of the South, which was written in 1857 and which was written by Hinton Rowan Helper, and it gives an effective argument that slavery was disastrous to the non-slave holding white and majority in South, and which he dedicate to the non-slave holding white. White means European origins people of the South, and it was a strong attack on slavery as inefficient and barrier to the economic advancement of white. And there was a strong reaction against these books in the southern states. Okay, let's move to the course of Civil War. Courses of the Civil War. The first one, Abraham Lincoln. We all know the familiar from this name, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, who was elected as a president in 1816, and he belonged to the Republican Party, and he was highly critical of slavery. And during that period between the southern and northern states, slavery problem was continue growing, and all were doing their own politics, and which made the situation worse. And therefore, the southern states demanded secession from United States of America or a union. Okay. Next point is Confederate States. Confederate States or Confederacy was an unorganized republic and that fought against the United States during the American Civil War. The Confederation was established by several southern slave states and that seceded from the Union, and it comprised 11 states. 1 minute, student. In book is written in that there are 13 states, but list is given only 11 states. But I tell you about this. The comprise the 11 states such as Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Virginia, Tennessee and Arkansas. But two states which were border states, you can see in the map, Kentucky and Missouri, were claimed by Confederacy but never officially declared secession. Though there were 13 states in the Confederacy, only 11 are mentioned in the book. And these southern Confederate states led by Jefferson Davis, and you can see the picture. Jefferson Davis served as a president of Confederate States from 1861 to 1865. Before the American Civil War, he operated a large cotton plantation in Mississippi and owned as many as 113 slaves. And although David argued against secession in 1858 and he believed that the states had an unquestionable right to leave the Union. And whereas the northern states led by the President Abraham Lincoln and opposed its and he was in favor of abolishing slavery. So he opposed their secession and it called unlawful on this issue and the Civil War broke out. Now next point is Emancipation Proclamation. Emancipation Proclamation was issued by President Abraham Lincoln on 1st January 1863 and it granted freedom to the slaves in the Confederate States, and through this Emancipation Proclamation Abraham Lincoln declared slavery illegal and in the southern states. The conflict intensified after this declaration and this war continued up to 1865. When Northerners gained victory over the southern states, then slavery was completely wiped out from United States of America and the country's division was avoided. Now next point is Battle of Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought on 1st July to 3rd July 1863 in around the town of Gettysburg, and it was described as a turning of civil war. And during these 3 days, more than 50,000 soldiers were died. And so it is also considered the most intensive war. Now next point is conclusion of the Civil War. In the conclusion, we can say that the American Civil War was one of the bloodiest wars ever fought in America, and in which more than 6 lakh lives lost and destruction all around and destructed all around. But eventually, the Northerners gained victory over the Southern states or Confederate state, and this victory's credit goes to the superior resources of North and American and Abraham Lincoln's strong leadership. And after the Battle of Gettysburg ended, Lincoln announced the abolition of slavery from the southern states and gave a speech which is known as the Gettysburg Address. And in this speech, he emphasized the great American pledge for freedom for the survival of a nation. And the American Civil War able to root out slavery, which was one of the most inhuman practice of the world and that ever existed in the world, and as well as showed to the world that how modern warfare and weapon and war techniques can cause destruction of the human civilization. So students, in this way, our third chapter is also over. Hope you have understood the American Civil War and please read the chapter and prepare the notes. Okay, let's meet in another video. Thank you.